Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hidden Secrets. And wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? Just in general, since I last produced a video. I had all of the audio issues, which are still not fixed, by the way, but it's going to be a long time before I can get said things fixed. So I'm just going to try and make the best out of it. I'm going to kind of probably explain a little bit of what's been going on while I've been away. And then we might start and work on our house a bit here, I'm not sure. We'll see how things go because there's kind of a lot to talk about. So, I guess we'll start over here. So, I've been pranked, it seems. Somebody built me a house. And I already know who this is. But we'll find out here if those of you who didn't watch the video. There's a sign right here. Hit this door down. Break that down. What's this even got on it? Oh, okay. But yeah, Xpony made it. Thank you, Xpony. I appreciate it. And look at that. I got a stack of dirt back out of it. That's pretty cool. We'll get him back eventually. So, where to start? I guess we kind of need to assess the situation a little bit because it's been so long. What has it even been? Like, the last video I think I did was me inviting B2 to the server. And as you can see, B2 has built all of this, so quite a bit has changed. And not even just within the realms of hidden secrets here, but in the realms of videos, in the realms of real life, and so on. There's just so much going on. So I guess I'll start with the audio issues then. So, many of you know who saw my previous video, the fact that I was having some audio problems. My headset that I have had for probably 3 or 4 years stopped working completely. Like, you could kind of hear out of it, but it was very intermittent, and all of a sudden you get it in one headphone, and then in no headphones, and then in both, and it was just pretty unpleasant. So I decided, well, we're going to need a new headset. And I went ahead and I bought myself a nice pair of Audio-Technica MX50s, I believe is what they're called, and they were a good headset. When it came to listening to music, watching videos, and so on, perfect. Couldn't complain. But when I loaded up Minecraft here, I got this weird screeching sound that got worse the higher I turned up my frames per second. So I had to limit myself to 10 FPS in order to not have that screech. It was kind of unplayable, really, at that point. So I just had to not play, essentially, for the space of a month. Then I did some research, had a few conversations with a few people, and they determined that it was probably the fact that my computer doesn't have a sound card. So I went ahead and I ordered a sound card, just a cheap standard sound card, to get us started to see if it would fix it. And the sound card didn't fit my particular machine. So I've had to send the headset back and the sound card back, which I have a full refund for. I haven't lost anything. But the kind of disadvantage having this now is I don't have my original headphones. The headphones I ordered I don't have. So it came down to 2 other pairs that I own. One pair is a newer version of my original headset, but the problem with those is, say if I turn the volume all the way down to 0, it's still really, really loud, and it will always be loud. I can't turn my volume up more than 2 on my computer, otherwise it's just too loud. It's so very loud. And there's a problem with the drivers for those, and there has been a problem with the drivers for those since 2013, and it's not been fixed. So I don't see it being fixed anytime soon. So that kind of put those out of the question. The only other pair I had are a pair that I have on right now, the Sony headphones, but they too make the screeching noise that the Audio-Technicas did. So what I'm going to try and do is, once it's been confirmed that my refund has gone through, okay, I'm going to just try and get a sound card that fits. I know exactly what I'm looking for now, and I have a product pinned down that will fit. And hopefully, once I get that installed, the screeching sound will go away. For this headset, and then that way I'll know that I can all clear to go and buy a decent headset again. The disadvantage with these Sony ones, though, even beyond just the screeching sound, is the noise cancelling is rubbish. It's very rubbish. It actually makes me sound louder. As I'm talking to you now, it's kind of like I'm talking, almost shouting. into the microphone. So that isn't great. Don't get me wrong, that's not great. But even beyond that, the general quality is not the best. They're not the most comfortable. But you get what you get. So I'm going to try and manage for a while. We'll see how things go. It's kind of unfortunate because it's really unpleasant to play games with. It's just, you know, all around not good. So that was kind of the audio problems and where that is at. So hopefully in the next few days I'll get a statement through that tells me, yep, you're all clear for a refund, and I can buy the sound card and we can start and get on the right track with my audio again. Aside from that, there's been a number of other various things go on while I have been away. I've not been just sat here doing nothing. I kind of wanted some more positive news to do with Hidden Secrets here. I launched the Hidden Secrets YouTube community channel, which will be linked down below. That is a sort of a general place where all of our videos are conglomerated and collected up and kind of put into organized areas. That will be where we announce our group events and so on and so forth. So that is something to look forward to. I also launched the Hidden Secrets Reddit, where you could post and discuss away. All of our episodes and all of our series are going to be on there that you can talk about. You can post your fan art, you can post just random posts talking about stuff to do with Hidden Secrets, etc. So that's up and running now. You can get involved with that. Link to that will also be down below. So two great things to check out there. I've also obviously been still kind of doing little bits and pieces on Hidden Secrets and on my other worlds. Not too much because of the problems I've been having, but as far as Hidden Secrets goes, we did lose a member. The Whiskers is no longer with us. Not sure what's going on there. I know that Xbony did a video kind of talking about it, and I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't spoke to him, so I do not know what the situation is there. All I heard is that he was not coming back. I have not had a chance to speak to him. I don't know if I will be speaking to him. I don't know. So I can't say what the exact reasons were. He'd been inactive for a while, so I assume that he's just decided to take a different direction. I mean, he's very rarely even been on a computer, never mind a server or anything like that. You know, it's fine. These things happen, and I'd like to pick up on something that Xbony said, actually, in his video. Often, when you kind of have a server like this and it's in its first few months of development, you'll find that quite a few people will find their feet. Some will come, some will go, etc. until we kind of get a core group. And I'm kind of expecting that to be towards the end of this year. We'll have kind of a solid hardcore group that are going to be in it for the long haul. As far as his build goes, I just kind of moved everything that he had from there over there. I'm probably going to team up with a few of the other members and we'll finish his build off so that it doesn't just stay unfinished like that. Aside from that, we haven't lost anyone else, we haven't gained anyone else, so there's no new members to talk about. I guess we'll take a little bit of a tour around spawn while we talk about some of the other stuff. So this is B Squared's new tree, which I really am fond of. Done an amazing job with this. She's been putting out quite a few videos, well worth checking out. I've been enjoying it. This is her little fishing dock area that she's got going on. What if there's any fishing rods? Not at the moment. And we have her house over here, which is organised. The sheep. This is actually based on when I was doing server maintenance and I upgraded it. I actually shut down the world and we got that bug where animals kind of clip into the walls and suffocate. She's got these here, the animals. I guess we can kind of pay our respects. Wanted to view the wool and the mutton there, and the wheat. So B Squared has definitely been busy. I know that Xbone has been busy up on his place. He now has 3 towers going on here. Moonsquig hasn't been on because he's still busy with his exam stuff. So hopefully in another couple of weeks we'll see him. And I think Lone Hawk's been doing a bit, but he's still been having that connection issue. So I'm not sure what's going on there either. Hopefully he can figure that out. I know he put out one video, but he was constantly kind of interrupted. What's going on here with my frames? Video settings. It's on unlimited. I'm getting weird lag. Maybe it's to do with that. So yeah, I don't think too much has changed around Lone Hawk's place, but we'll go check it out. So as far as my plans go, at the moment it's kind of difficult, honestly, because of the audio situation. It's not pleasant recording, and on top of that, because I've been out of the recording loop for so long, like it's been a month now, and I know a month doesn't sound like a lot of time, but in YouTube terms it definitely is. To have missed out for a month, I'm kind of almost starting from scratch again. Like, I don't even remember half of what I was doing, never mind anything else. So there's going to definitely be some challenges involved now in getting back to full-time recording, you know, putting out videos regularly. Darn. So, in addition to that though, I also have paid for better internet while I've been away. It's not installed yet, it will be installed on the 15th, today is the 9th. So if all goes well, I'm also going to have the better internet available to me, and that means that hopefully, based on everything I've read, I might even be able to start doing a little bit of live streaming with you guys, which I hope you're excited about. I'm excited about trying it out. I think it'll be pretty cool. The main thing though that is kind of bothering me at the moment is honestly the audio. The fact that I can't hear game sounds with high quality, and it's just generally unpleasant. I don't like to moan about it, but you really miss it when it's gone. It's one of those sorts of things, I guess. You there? Oh my. There we go. A lot of mobs around. Oh, holy cow, there's a lot of mobs around. Can I sleep without getting anybody's attention? Oh gosh, here he comes. There we go. Oof. So there's a lot of mobs around here. A lot of mobs. You know what, you come here. And you... see if we can get a record. I always screw this up though. Kind of need to get the skeleton in position. I probably shouldn't be doing this near my stuff. There we go. And I'll kill you now. What do we get? More, huh? I don't have a jukebox ready then, but you know. Maybe we should make one. I haven't made one yet. So yeah, what else is there to talk about? As far as other series go, I don't have any plans to drop any series. I've just got to kind of figure things out. I figured this would be the best series to record my return video on because, I mean, after all, it is where most of the news is going to be, isn't it? So it made sense to be here and not somewhere else. I think that's all the news. We've talked about the internet, we've talked about the members, we've talked about my problems. So I guess what I'm going to be doing moving forward here on Hidden Secrets anyway is I'm going to be building my house. I have a design for a house planned. I'm probably going to do most of it off camera. And the main reason for that is it's kind of highly detailed. And I made this house and then I regret doing it the way I did. One thing I don't like doing is building something in creative mode and then trying to transplant it over in a video to survival mode. The challenge behind that makes it that it's really difficult because you kind of have a pre-planned rigid design and I can't, you know, do it on camera per se because I have to keep looking at pictures and designs and flying around it on another instance of Minecraft, etc. So I'm probably going to do most of that off camera and we'll probably do the interior decorating together. As far as this goes, we also need to collect resources for the town hall. With Moonsquig hopefully coming back, I think it'll be in anywhere between the next few days and the next 2-3 weeks. Could be any time then. I'm not sure exactly on the date. When he gets back, he's going to be working on the town hall, so we're definitely going to want to get some supplies together for that. For me, I want to work on a blaze farm when I get my supplies together after I've built my house, so we're going to be moving towards that. And I think that's about it for now. I don't want to get too carried away. I just kind of want to start by building my house and getting the better experience system going, and I think after that we can kind of explore from there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably start work on my house a little bit here, and then I'll probably be back when I've kind of gotten a bit of a frame together, and maybe we can kind of take a look at what my aim is going to be. I'm building a modern house. I'm using the cyan, stained clay, stained glass, stone slabs, and snow. I'm just going to need to kind of dig a sturdy foundation and whatnot though first. So I'm going to get started on my house a little bit here, and then I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so made some progress here. As you can see, I've kind of got most of the first floor in place, sort of the frame of it anyway. And I've got the floor completely gutted out right now. I'm just putting in the spruce planks that I want to use for the floor. And I guess the thing we'll have to do after this is put in the windows for the first floor. I'd like to try and get it to a point where it's safe and I can kind of start and move in, and we will be working on the second floor after that. I'm not sure if we're going to do that today or not. I think being as we have kind of started it, it might be just worthwhile to press on and do it all, to be honest, and get it done. Because really not having a house is kind of getting a bit ridiculous, and it's becoming a bit of a running joke, and I'm not sure if I like this or not. So I'm going to try and push on, I think, and get it all done. Obviously I'm going to have to get all of my chests out of the floor and everything like that, but I'm sure I'll get that done. I'm thinking probably I'm going to build a sort of basement for all of my crafting and so on, and I'm going to keep the first and second floors for just general decorative type stuff. Kind of divide it up into rooms, make a kitchen area, a dining area, a place for a bed, so that I can set my spawn point, etc. It's weird, it's not something I do very often in this game, is actually build a house that looks like a house. Most of the time I build a base underground, or, you know, a place of residence like a town, but never something that I actually live in with rooms, like a kitchen or a bedroom. It's just not something I do for some strange reason, but being as we're making a spawn town here and everybody's having their own house, it makes sense, you know, to do that kind of thing. Okay, so I think that's pretty much the floor done, somewhat. Obviously it's going to need some proper lighting and so on yet, but that'll come later. I guess the next thing I want to do now is probably start and look at the stained glass. Now I'm thinking I'm going to go with some light blue stained glass. I have bone meal available. I've got bones. I also need some lapis, which I've got in here. And we'll just start by making a stack first. Let's not go too crazy at the moment. And do I have a silk touch tool to mine it with if I misplace it? I do. Okay, so we do have a silk touch pick if we don't like it. So let's see what this looks like. From the inside it's kind of flush. I'm not sure if I kind of like the flush actually, because it means you get that little bit more room. What does it look like from the outside here? Not bad, not bad. I think we might want to make this into kind of like a flower bed, just to kind of make it a little bit more decorative. I'm probably going to make like a hedge that goes around it or something. I mean, I've got the room. The only concern with building a hedge is I'm kind of tight for room here. I don't want to start and jut out into the pond per se. I don't want to start and take out this area if I can help it. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do too much with that. I want to get rid of this actually and put glass in there. I'm going to need another spruce door. I might be able to. I have one. How about that? Got myself another spruce door. That looks pretty cool. For this, I want to kind of line the inside of this. I mean, I put spruce there, but oh well. Not something I'm going to sit there and cry about. It's only spruce planks. And I'm going to get some more snow because I'm running out again. There we go. And we'll start by filling this in. I guess just to there for now will be good. Don't need anything too crazy. I like that. Fill that in. Probably going to have to do the same thing over here. With this, I just want to fill this in. Going to want another spruce door there. Although I do actually want to try out some different doors, not just spruce. We have dark oak and jungle available to us. We have an oak door. Oak, I don't really want an oak door. We can determine that. I like the spruce more. So if I get this here, let's try these, the dark oak ones. What does that look like? So this is what we've got right now. Do I have an axe on me? I do. For a zombie. So that's the spruce door, kind of nice. What about the dark oak door? I prefer the spruce. We also have jungle. We could try that. I don't know how well jungle would really go with what we have, but what are the other types of door I could make? We've already tried spruce. We've tried oak. There's 6 types of wood. Acacia we don't have access to. Oh gosh, no. It's definitely not there. Birch doors? We could make birch doors, but I don't want birch doors. I know what they look like, and I don't even need to make them. I don't really think that it would suit it. I think we're going to stick with the spruce. I like that. So I'm going to throw these extra doors up in here for now. The wood. Going to keep this. So I'm definitely going to need some more glass, which I can make without a problem. And we'll kind of take a wander around the outside here, see how it's coming along. I really don't think it looks too bad, to be honest. Obviously it's going to need some dressing up on the outside. It's going to need some planty stuff and whatnot, but I definitely think this is a good solid start, to be honest, as far as the house goes. I think it's going to look really nice when it's done. Let's see what this would look like. Do I kind of like that? If I was going to do that, I wouldn't want to just connect it there, I don't think. I'd want to do something like that. Doesn't look too bad, but it might interfere with what I have going on the second floor. So I'm going to let that happen first. And then I think I'm going to decide what I want to do with this. Was that there before? I can't remember if it was or not. I think it was. I'll see here in a minute. So I'm going to keep working, and I'll be back when I've done a little bit more. Well, I am busy just finishing up here. We still haven't done the roof yet, but I've done most of the second floor. I'm just kind of running around doing some sort of decoration-y type stuff at the moment. Just to try and make the outside look that little bit nicer. Not sure how I feel about those. They kind of look good over here, but I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, I guess, for now. Overall, though, I have to say, I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. I'm not so happy about that, though. I don't really care for that. That looks better. When you open the door, it doesn't look quite so drastic of a transition. That one there doesn't look too bad. So the next thing I really need to do is I need to finish off filling in the second floor with wood, and then we kind of have to look at the roof, which I'm gonna make out of slabs. So overall this house is pretty good, I have to say. It's turned out well. It took a while to build, as I was expecting, but not as long as I thought it was going to, honestly. I think I just had to get my head down, get focused, let's do this type of thing, and it's not really been as hard as I thought it was going to be. Definitely think I made the right choice, though, in not recording it all, because I've spent nearly 2 hours working on this now, and it would have been really hard to cut out the the not so good footage and keep the good footage and so on. We'll probably take a little bit of a tour here in a second when I finish this. I do have an axe. I should probably get it on my bar. That'd be a good idea. Keep misclicking. Here we go. Do that. All the way up to there. I guess I'm going to need to open that a little bit. And over here, I'm going to fill this in as well. So that is just our little exit area. So this is kind of the roof at the moment. We need to get some slabs on this, obviously. I'm noticing some frame rate problems, and I have a feeling these animals are part of the problem. So I think we might have to kill a few of them off, honestly. It's, you know, if I look at our entity count here, we are at 550. There's 165 over there of those. If I could get 50 cows, 50 pigs, I think we'd be alright with that. I think that really large cow farms and pig farms probably shouldn't be at spawn. They should probably be somewhere else. Maybe accessed via another portal or something like that. And we have plenty of leather and so on at the moment anyway. And mainly, the big problem we have at the moment is actually the fact that nobody has a looting sword. Otherwise, we would have tons and tons. Maybe we'll enchant a diamond sword before the end of the episode, see what we get. I mean, I have plenty of levels. Might be able to do a bit of that. So I guess the next thing we need to work on now, as I say, is figuring out this roof. So I'm going to do that. And then probably what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll take a tour of the finished product. Obviously, I won't have any of the rooms in. We'll work on that next time. It'll just be kind of a finished house, maybe with a staircase in it to get between the two floors, and that'll be it, but it's something. So that next episode we can do the interior, and then we'll probably end off with some enchanting. So I'm going to get right to it. Well, I finished the roof, and just in time too, because it started to rain. I'm going to set my spawn point here in a minute. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. How it turned out. We'll take a look here in a minute. Just gonna... oh, I can't rest because there's monsters nearby. Guess they must be outside, huh? There's still some spots where monsters can spawn around my house here that I'm gonna need to light up eventually. But for the moment, it's not too bad. Obviously, we'll kind of improve this as it goes. I got the stuff out of the floor, started stacking it up, moved some things around. Is it you that's stopping me from sleeping? I had a creeper up on that ledge there, so I've lit that up. The areas where I'm not going to be able to get light to easily, I've snow slabbed, or snow layered, I guess, so that you can't have monsters spawn in there. But places like that window that we're just looking at, this one here, we could probably put a light somewhere in here, so I don't need to do that, because it does kind of look ugly. But I don't want monsters all through my house either, so it's kind of finding a compromise. So this is our house. Fully finished. I tried to go with a modern look. I did some initial searching on YouTube, and I found a really old video by a YouTuber of the name Corrales. And I didn't copy any of his houses or anything, but I kind of took inspiration from what I saw in some of his videos designing a modern house, and I decided to go with this. Now obviously, as I say, we need to furnish it, we need to set up rooms, and we need to kind of move everything around still, but I don't think it's too bad. The overall end product is something that I am pretty happy with. I think it will be a good first home, good starter spawn home. It's obviously going to need some light around the place, and I'm going to need to set up a garden area and some hedges and whatnot to really kind of define my area a little bit more. But the main thing is, we have a home at last. We no longer are outside, we are safe, and probably in the coming episodes we can start and move in more, get all of our stuff organised properly, and focus on more important things, like building a blaze farm and helping people out than worrying about ourselves. So, all in all, I'm really happy with this. I hope you guys are too. Now, as promised, I am going to do an enchantment before the end of the episode, so I've got a diamond sword here. I can bring some sticks and some diamonds probably. Maybe bring some iron as well. Make a bunch of sticks and let's drop by the zombie grinder. We've got 43 levels. Don't really want to do any armor. I kind of want a new sword. That's the main thing I want. There might be some books down there. If there's not, I'm going to pick up some leather and reeds so that we can make some. And let's go enchant. How does it look from here? I guess the tree's kind of in the way. That doesn't look too bad, does it, from a distance? I think it'll look better when everything's kind of merged in. He's not the problem, I'm not going to waste time with that. So yeah, diamond sword. I don't really need a new bow, so I don't really need to enchant that. Might do an axe, although I can trade axes. Bane of Arthropods 4. That's not really what I want. What's the book option? Oh, I'm breaking 3. We want that. That's a good book. What about now? Looting 2. Fire aspect 2. Let me see. What would a pickaxe be? Let's see. Efficiency 4 for that. A bow. Power 4. Suppose I don't really have enough string, do I, for that? The fire aspect might be handy for adding to a cow cooking weapon. Projectile protection, knockback. Don't really like either of them. So what else could I enchant? What about the pickaxe? I'm interested in Silk Touch and Fortune. Ooh, Silk Touch. Yeah, I think we should get a Silk Touch. Gonna need to do some mining as well and get myself some more diamonds. So Silk Touch. Oh wow, yeah, that's a really good pick. I'm glad we got that. Can't enchant snow. Bane of Arthropods again. It's an iron ingot. That's a reed. Blast protection. And what would be the pick option? Efficiency 4 again. I'm thinking make a diamond shovel. And that's efficiency 4. Not the best, but I only spent a diamond on it. Smite 4. Ooh, looting 3. There we go. So now what I can do is I can make a diamond sword. In fact, I have 28 levels. If I stand by the zombie grinder here for a bit, I can probably get the levels I need, and then I can add the looting 3 book to whatever I get. Got unbreaking and fire aspect. So there, potentially, sharpness 4, looting 3, fire aspect 2, unbreaking 3. That's a pretty darn good sword. Kind of ready to go there, just in bits. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. But for now, I think this is a good time to call the episode. We've got quite a bit done, kind of recapped. I don't know what my upload schedule is going to be. It's very inconsistent at the moment with everything that's going on. But hopefully I can get back to something more regular soon. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Finally glad to have my house up and running. And I hope to see you in the next one, when we'll probably do some house improvements and decorations and so on. And until then, see you later and have a good day.